Friends of YouTube, welcome to this channel. I hope we're all doing well. I hope we're all doing good. Let's get into this. I'm just warning you, I'm gonna be going Iyanla on you guys. You guys know I like to talk about the selves, self-awareness, self-acceptance, self-love, self-joy, all the selves. I want to talk about hitting rock bottom. Oh, that sounds so morbid. You know what I'm talking about, like just being low and then getting yourself up. Does that make sense? Hitting rock bottom and what happens after that, basically. So recently, in the recent months, as you guys may know, you may not know, it doesn't even matter. It's been a bit weird. Life's been a bit weird. It's been a bit tough, as they say. Generally just not knowing what to do, what I'm doing, being a millennial, being in my quarter life crisis, and just, yeah, existing in that space of just not knowing what I'm doing, really. However, I know that in the recent months, like very recently, I decided like, enough is enough. You're gonna have to pick yourself up, put on your big girl shoes, and grow some ovaries, and figure this stuff out. Sorry, Mum was gonna say the S word, but I'm not going, yeah. Essentially, I just made the decision not to remain at the bottom of the rocks. You get it? Rock bottom, bottom of the rocks. I made the decision to evacuate out of that bottomless pit and to keep it moving. I like to say that a lot. If you're my friend, you know I like to say that a lot. Keep it moving. However, if I'm being really honest, it doesn't really feel like I've done anything. It doesn't really feel like I've been keeping it moving. It doesn't really feel like anything. It just feels the same. Like, it doesn't feel the way I thought it would feel. I thought it would be like the movies, you know, like when the main character's like, I'm gonna change my life. And then like, they just jump out of bed and then they like clean their room and throw away their empty ice cream cartons and they just buy a new suit and they're like a new person. I thought it was gonna be like that, but it's actually not like that. It's not like that at all, whatsoever. And so like this romanticized version of like picking yourself up and getting on with your life has like just confused me, because I'm just like, I thought I was gonna be like freaking that woman from Bridesmaids when her mom is like, the only way after rock bottom is up, and then she like goes and I don't even remember what she does. I don't remember, but you know, like in the movies when there's a montage and then they get life together and then they find a man and then they like have a life, basically. It hasn't been like that, and it's been confusing. It's been weird. I feel weird. Yeah. It's made me feel like, am I actually moving? Am I actually doing stuff? Am I actually not at the bottom of the rocks? Am I still at the bottom, bro? Because it doesn't feel like anything's drastically changed, like in the movies. It doesn't feel like anything's changed a lot of the time. Like, my bank account is still as desolate as it was last month. The figures on the weight scale just look as sad as they did last month. You know, what's up? What's going on, bro? What's going on? But I recently realized, I think it was yesterday, talking to one of my dearest friends, Kazawan, you know. The problem is not actually with the results. It's with my mindset towards change. It's with my impatience. I'm a very impatient person. And it's with the fact that I want a quick fix, like the movies. And that is just not good. It's just not realistic. It's just not realistic to expect things to happen very quickly, to just transform like in the movies. It doesn't work like that. One must understand that things don't happen overnight. Just as much as you might put a seed in the soil and you're not gonna see a plant or any type of fruition overnight, I have to look at change in my life the same way. It's important to understand that even though you've put the seed in the soil, small changes are happening all the time. As long as you're giving the soil and the seed all the things that it needs, the small changes are going to happen underneath the soil. You're not going to see it happening until however long it takes, but the things are happening underneath. And that's how I need to look at life, bro. Like, even though one may not have paid off their overdraft fully, you can see that your first paycheck has allowed you to like pay off a third of the overdraft. You're still in your overdraft, but you've paid off a bit of it. Small, doing things small, because like I said, I'm very impatient and I want things quickly, quick, but it's not all about big. Small. What is that saying? The something wins the race. A rabbit wins the race? I don't know. Small and steady wins. You guys, I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Like slow and steady, I think that's what it is. Slow and steady wins the race. The flower is going to come to fruition, but you're not gonna see the whole process. You're gonna lose those pounds on the scale. However, small. First of all, you need to implement those habits that you need on a day-to-day basis, and then you're slowly gonna see the pounds dropping off in a healthy and gradual way. Do you understand? Daisy, do you understand? Look at yourself in the viewfinder. Do you understand, Daisy? Small. small. Patience, trust and believe. And major key alert, major key. Journaling is so important, because let's say you wake up one day and you're like, oh, what have I been doing? Which is me a lot of the times, like, oh, I'm not where I want to be. When I feel like that, I'll pick up my journal and then I'll go 2 months behind. So I'll go to March, like the same day that I'm at today, and I'll read it and I'll be like, okay, yeah, like I was in such a different place. Like I didn't have a job then, I had hair then, I had 2 extra pounds, like, you know, like small things you'll see, like, oh yeah, I'm actually making changes. Even if it's just your mindset. Like back then, 2 months ago, you were like feeling really sad and depressed, but now you're like in a good place. It's good to like journal and then like go back and see like you are actually making those small changes underneath the soil, even though you might not see it so clearly, even though you might not see the stem up from the soil. Like there's still some germination, I think that's the word, happening in the soil. Journaling is everything. I tell everyone that I know, anytime like I'm talking to a friend and they're going through problems, if you're my friend, you'll know this, I'll ask you, have you been journaling? Do you journal? I always ask my friends that. Journaling is key. Journaling is key because it allows you to be completely self-aware. It allows you to keep up with yourself. I'm feeling emotional talking about journaling, because journaling is just like, it's a savior. It's a savior. Get a journal. Major key. I'm sure DJ Khaled would tell you to do the same thing too. So yeah, I hope this video helped you guys as much as it helped me, because it's just reinforcing what I need to know. Trust in the journey, trust in the climb. Even though the bottom might seem really close, at least you need to believe that you're not at the bottom. You're making your small steps up towards where you want to be. That's it for today. Comment. I always try to respond. No, I actually do respond to you guys' comments. Come on. I actually do. So comment down below. I really look forward every day to commenting to your comments and all that stuff. Stay tuned for a new episode of Finding Deck. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Subscribe. Add me on Instagram. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, bye.